My beloved child, there is someone around you whose energy has been quietly affecting your life for a long time, and before this message ends, you may finally understand why certain problems keep repeating again and again. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Because something huge is waiting for you. This is not a normal message. This is the kind of truth people realize too late. A truth hidden behind smiles, hidden behind polite words, hidden behind someone you never expected. Listen carefully. There is a woman connected to your life whose presence has brought emotional confusion, delays, pressure, and silent negativity around your path. And the shocking part is, you may already know her. But you never truly saw her influence clearly before. That changes tonight. Stay till the end. Because halfway through this message, a hidden sign will suddenly make everything in your life start connecting together. My beloved child. Have you noticed how certain things in your life begin going wrong immediately after specific interactions? Moments where your energy suddenly drops. Moments where motivation disappears for no reason. Moments where peace turns into overthinking overnight. You blamed yourself. You thought maybe life was simply difficult. But what if someone's hidden jealousy has been quietly affecting your emotional balance this entire time? Not openly. Not obviously. Silently. That is why this truth is so difficult to notice. Because this woman does not appear harmful on the outside. She appears supportive. Interested. Concerned. Yet behind certain words, behind certain reactions, there is hidden envy she never fully controlled. And energy always reveals itself eventually. Don't skip. Because something huge is waiting for you. There is a reason you started feeling emotionally tired around certain conversations. A reason your confidence suddenly weakens after hearing her opinions. A reason your plans often become delayed after sharing excitement too early. At first, you ignored the pattern. But your spirit noticed it long ago. That uncomfortable feeling. That unexplained heaviness. That strange emotional exhaustion after being around her. None of it was random. My beloved child, some people do not realize the effect their emotions carry. Their jealousy speaks through subtle actions. Their insecurity appears through hidden criticism. Their unhappiness quietly spreads into the atmosphere around them. And when someone stays too close to that energy for too long, life begins feeling blocked without explanation. Listen carefully now. This woman has watched your growth silently. Watched your happiness. Watched your progress. Watched the attention and peace entering your life. And somewhere deep inside herself, comparison started growing. That comparison slowly became emotional negativity. Not loud. Not dramatic. Quiet. Dangerously quiet. Stay till the end. Because the next revelation may explain why certain opportunities disappeared from your life at the exact moment things were beginning to improve. Recently, you started feeling disconnected from your natural confidence. You questioned yourself more. You overthought simple situations. You lost excitement quickly. And strangely, many of those emotional shifts happened after interactions connected to this woman. That is not coincidence. Energy influences energy. And your spirit has been trying to warn you through intuition for a long time. But now, you are finally beginning to see clearly. Don't skip. Because something huge is waiting for you. The shocking part is, this woman may not even fully understand the emotional effect she carries around others. Sometimes people project their own inner unhappiness without realizing it. And sensitive souls absorb that pressure deeply. That is why you started feeling emotionally drained without visible reason. But tonight, everything starts changing. Because awareness changes everything. Once you recognize hidden emotional influence, its power over your life begins weakening immediately. My beloved child, there is a moment coming soon where the truth about this woman's energy will become impossible for you to ignore anymore. A conversation. A reaction. A hidden sign. Something small on the outside, but powerful enough to confirm what your intuition already suspected. And when that moment happens, you will finally understand why peace disappeared every time you moved closer toward happiness. Stay till the end. Because something huge is waiting for you. This is not about fear. This is about clarity. The moment you stop ignoring the emotional patterns around certain people, your entire path begins changing. And now your spirit is waking up to something important. Not everyone around you celebrates your light genuinely. Some people admire you publicly, while struggling silently with your growth privately. That emotional contradiction creates hidden tension around your life. And this woman has been carrying that contradiction for longer than you realize. But listen carefully now. The story is not over. Because in the next chapter, a truth connected to her name may finally come into the light. And once it does, nothing around you will feel the same again. There is a hidden pattern in your life that you were never supposed to notice, and the moment you finally connect all the signs together, everything will begin making sense in a way you never expected. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Because something huge is waiting for you. This woman has been closer to your energy than you realize. Closer to your thoughts. Closer to your plans. Closer to your emotions. And every time your life started moving forward, something strange happened. Confusion appeared. Delays arrived. Misunderstandings increased. Your peace suddenly disappeared without explanation. At first, you called it bad luck. But tonight, the hidden connection starts revealing itself. Listen carefully. This woman carries emotions she never fully healed inside herself. And without realizing it completely, those emotions began affecting the atmosphere around you. Not through obvious actions. Through subtle energy. That is why the signs felt invisible for so long. My beloved child, have you noticed how certain people become uncomfortable when your happiness begins growing? Not openly. Quietly. Their smile changes slightly. Their tone shifts subtly. Their excitement for you becomes weaker. Most people ignore these signs. But your spirit has been feeling them deeply. That uncomfortable silence after you share good news. That strange reaction when your plans start succeeding. That feeling that your energy becomes heavy after being around her too long. These are not random feelings. Your intuition has been speaking to you this entire time. Don't skip. Because something huge is waiting for you. Recently, this woman started sensing that you are becoming emotionally stronger. More aware. More focused. More connected to your own path. And that realization created something unexpected inside her. Fear of losing influence. Because when people begin waking up emotionally, hidden negativity can no longer stay hidden comfortably. That is why certain tensions have increased lately. That is why your spirit feels restless around specific situations. Everything is beginning to surface now. Stay till the end. Because the next revelation may explain why certain people suddenly act differently whenever your life starts improving. My beloved child, there was a moment recently where this woman heard something positive about your future. And instead of pure happiness, silence entered her expression for a second. Very small. Very quick. Almost invisible. But energy never lies. That single moment revealed more truth than words ever could. Because genuine support feels light. Hidden jealousy feels heavy. And your soul recognized the difference instantly. That is why your energy started pulling away naturally. Not because you became cold. But because your spirit began protecting itself automatically. Don't skip. Because something huge is waiting for you. The shocking part is, this woman may still act caring toward you outwardly. That is what makes this situation emotionally confusing. Not every difficult influence comes through obvious conflict. Sometimes it comes through hidden comparison. Through silent resentment. Through emotional imbalance that quietly spreads into conversations, reactions, and environments. And sensitive people absorb it without understanding why they suddenly feel drained. That is exactly what has been happening around you. But tonight, clarity is entering your life. And clarity changes everything. At first they ignored it. But now, they can no longer pretend it means nothing. And that realization has changed them deeply. There are nights your partner stays awake replaying conversations in their mind. Wondering who they can trust. Wondering how to keep peace without hurting the person they love most. That person is you. You must understand this clearly. Their silence was never lack of love. It was fear of creating emotional chaos around you. But silence cannot hold forever. Sooner or later, truth reaches the surface. And something huge is getting closer now. Do not skip. Because the next part explains why your connection with your partner still feels powerful even during distance. The bond between two people becomes strongest when hidden pressure tries to separate them. That is why you still think about them constantly. That is why your intuition keeps whispering that something unusual is happening. Your spirit already sensed the emotional storm before your mind understood it. And now your partner is beginning to realize something shocking. The person creating all this tension never expected your relationship to survive this long. They expected confusion to weaken everything. But instead, your connection kept pulling back together. Again and again. Even during silence. even during misunderstandings, even during emotional distance. That is what scares them most. Because real connection cannot be erased easily. My beloved child, something important is approaching. A moment of truth. A conversation that cannot be delayed much longer. Your partner knows it. They feel it every day now. The pressure inside them is becoming too heavy to hide. And when they finally speak, everything will begin making sense. The strange behavior. The emotional shifts. The silence. The hesitation. All of it. But listen carefully now. The most powerful part of this story is not the pressure around your partner. It is the fact that even while overwhelmed, they never stop trying to protect your heart. That is real. That is rare. And that is why this connection still refuses to break. Stay till the end. Because something huge is waiting for you. Very soon, your partner will reveal emotions they have been hiding for far too long. And when that moment arrives, the entire direction of this relationship could change forever. There is a moment coming very soon, a moment your partner can no longer avoid, and when it arrives, the truth they buried inside for so long may finally come out all at once. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Because something huge is waiting for you. Your partner has been standing in emotional silence for far too long. Trying to smile normally. Trying to act calm. Trying to protect your peace while quietly carrying pressure nobody else can see. But lately, that pressure has started changing them from the inside. You felt it. You noticed the hesitation in their voice. You noticed how they sometimes type a message, then erase it. You noticed how they suddenly become thoughtful after hearing certain names. None of that was random. And tonight, the hidden meaning behind those moments starts becoming clear. Listen carefully now. Your partner has been afraid that telling you the full truth could change everything between you. Not because they do not trust you, but because they fear what happens after silence breaks. They fear emotional confusion. They fear misunderstandings. They fear bringing stress into your heart. So instead, they chose to carry everything alone. But something unexpected happened. The more they hid the truth, the more emotionally exhausted they became. And now their heart is reaching a limit. Don't skip. Because the next revelation explains why your partner suddenly became more emotional during moments that once felt simple and normal. My beloved child, when someone truly loves another person, they often hide their own struggles just to keep the other person smiling. That is exactly what your partner has been doing. Even during their hardest moments, they still worried more about your feelings than their own. That is why this connection is deeper than people realize. But now, the silence around them is beginning to crack. And someone close to them is starting to notice that they are pulling away emotionally. That changes everything. Because the person creating pressure expected your partner to remain controlled by confusion forever. They never expected your partner to wake up emotionally. Yet recently, your partner started seeing patterns too clearly to ignore. The timing. The emotional manipulation. The strange interruptions. The silent attempts to create distance between you both. And once someone begins seeing the truth, nothing feels the same anymore. Stay till the end. Because what happens next may become the turning point of your entire relationship. There was a recent moment, very small on the outside, but massive emotionally. Your partner almost told you everything. Almost. Their heart wanted to speak. Their soul wanted honesty. But at the last second, fear stopped them again. Fear that you may look at them differently. Fear that the emotional weight surrounding them could suddenly become your burden too. So they stayed silent one more time. But listen carefully now. Silence is no longer protecting them. It is slowly breaking them emotionally. That is why this next chapter matters so much. Because your partner is beginning to realize something powerful. Real love cannot survive endless silence. Truth must eventually enter the light. And once it does, everything hidden begins falling apart naturally. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The person around them who caused all this emotional confusion is becoming nervous now. Why? Because your partner's energy has changed. There is less fear in them now. Less emotional control. Less confusion. And more awareness. Your partner is beginning to understand that protecting peace by hiding truth only creates deeper pain later. That realization is transforming them from the inside. Slowly. Quietly. Powerfully. And you may soon witness a version of your partner you have never seen before. A version that stops hiding emotions. A version that chooses honesty over fear. A version ready to protect the relationship instead of protecting silence. Stay till the end. Because the next few moments reveal the shocking truth your partner finally accepted deep inside. They realized. The one person they truly feel safe with is you. Not the people around them. Not the voices creating pressure. Not the people pretending to guide them. You. That realization changed everything emotionally. Because now they understand exactly what they could lose if silence continues. And suddenly, the truth feels less terrifying than losing your connection forever. My beloved child, your partner has been emotionally fighting two battles at the same time. One outside. One inside. The outside battle is pressure from someone close. But the inside battle is fear. Fear of honesty. Fear of emotional consequences. Fear of changing the future. Yet despite all of that, their heart keeps moving toward you. Again and again. That is not coincidence. That is connection. And now something powerful is approaching rapidly. A conversation. A confession. A moment where hidden emotions finally reach the surface. When that moment happens, you will understand why your partner became distant without truly leaving emotionally. You will understand why they kept watching over you quietly even during silence. And you will finally see the depth of what they have been carrying alone this entire time. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Because something huge is waiting for you. Very soon, the truth will stop hiding. And once it finally speaks, Nothing between you and your partner will ever feel the same again. The moment your partner feared the most is now closer than ever before. And what happens next may completely change the future of this relationship forever. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Because something huge is waiting for you. For so long, your partner tried to hold everything together silently. They smiled while overthinking. They stayed calm while emotionally overwhelmed. They protected your peace while carrying pressure nobody else noticed. But now, everything hidden is beginning to rise to the surface. And the shocking part is, your partner never expected the truth to come out this soon. Listen carefully. Someone close to them recently realized that your bond is still strong. Despite the silence. Despite the confusion. Despite every emotional wall placed between you both. That realization changed the energy around everything. Because now, the pressure surrounding your partner is becoming harder to maintain. The hidden control is weakening. And your partner can feel it. Stay till the end. Because the next revelation explains why your partner suddenly started becoming emotionally attached again after acting distant for so long. My beloved child, your connection was never truly broken. It was buried under emotional weight. That is why even during silence, you still felt pulled toward them. That is why certain songs reminded you of them. That is why random moments brought their energy back into your heart unexpectedly. Real emotional connection leaves signs everywhere. And now your partner is finally understanding something powerful. They almost lost something precious by staying silent too long. That realization hit them deeply. Very deeply. Recently, there was a quiet moment when your partner sat alone thinking about you. Not casually. Not briefly. Deeply. They replayed memories. Conversations. Moments where you made them feel emotionally safe. And suddenly, everything became clear to them. The people around them created confusion. But you created peace. That truth changed everything inside them. Don't skip. Because what happens next is something almost nobody sees coming. Your partner is beginning to emotionally separate themselves from the influence that trapped them before. Slowly. Carefully. Quietly. And every step they take emotionally toward freedom, pulls them closer to honesty with you. That is why their energy has started changing again recently. You noticed it. The softer tone. The emotional attention. The moments where they almost opened up completely. Those moments were real. Not accidental. Your partner's heart is getting tired of hiding. And soon, the truth may arrive all at once. Stay till the end. Because something huge is waiting for you. There is a sentence your partner has repeated silently in their mind again and again recently. I cannot keep pretending everything is normal. That sentence became the turning point. Because once a person emotionally accepts the truth, silence becomes impossible to carry forever. And now your partner stands right before that moment. The moment where honesty becomes stronger than fear. My beloved child, the person who caused emotional confusion never imagined your connection would survive this long. They believed distance would weaken love. But something unexpected happened instead. Your bond became emotionally stronger through silence. Stronger through missing each other. Stronger through hidden emotions. And now, your partner finally sees who truly stood in their heart during every confusing moment. You. Only you. That realization is impossible for them to ignore anymore. Don't skip. Because the next few moments may reveal the most emotional truth in this entire story. Your partner never wanted to leave emotionally. They only wanted to protect you while trying to solve everything alone. But they learned something painful. Love cannot grow properly inside silence forever. Truth must eventually breathe. And now, that moment is almost here. Very soon, your partner may finally reveal everything they have been hiding. The pressure. The emotional manipulation. The confusion. The fear. The reason behind their distance. All of it. And when they finally speak honestly, you will understand why they acted differently while still loving you deeply underneath it all. Stay till the end. Because something huge is waiting for you. The energy around your relationship is changing rapidly now. The silence is weakening. The emotional walls are falling slowly. And your partner is beginning to choose connection over fear for the very first time in a long while. This is the turning point. The chapter where hidden emotions finally stop running. The chapter where truth starts replacing silence. And the most powerful part of all. Even after everything, your partner's heart still keeps returning to you. Again. And again. And again. That is not temporary emotion. That is something far deeper. Something unforgettable. Something that refuses to disappear no matter how much confusion surrounded it. My beloved child, prepare yourself emotionally. Because soon, a conversation may happen that changes everything between you forever. And when that moment finally arrives, you will realize that your partner was never trying to push you away. They were trying to protect you, without losing you at the same time.